organize this. I have to wear snow boots. Snow boots. I shouldn't be surprised. I know how this game works every year. Watch me be all dramatic and it all clear up in a couple of days and it return to fall weather. I just feel like I didn't embrace fall enough. Okay, never mind. I'm going a different route for the outerwear today. I'll wear my warmer fall coat just to get some wear out of it. Cause what if I don't get wear out of it? I will be sad. I will get more wear out of this. This will work. I should still do a hat? Question mark? Oh, this is kind of fun. Okay, with the snow boots, wait. I like winter now. Wow, okay. I gotta stop doing that. Whoops. I got some new Abigo wraps. These are beeswax wraps, so you can use these instead of plastic wrap for wrapping fruits and veg, putting it on bowls, kind of like sticks together. So I'm just gonna fold these up and put them away. I gave them a wash. A great stocking stuffer, some might say. Oh, another great stocking stuffer while I'm here. Mini stasher bags. Look at these are so great for snacks. This color is a new addition, I love it. They even have these really baby versions. So cute. This set though of the beeswax wrap came with different sizes. I'm so excited for this size because I don't have a really large one. And there are times where I need to use plastic wrap because the bowl is too big. I'm making waffles today for breakfast. It's Sunday. I wanna make this and then I gotta prep for my monthly family investing meeting. I'm in charge of creating the note outline. Well, I'm unofficially in charge of creating the outline for the meeting every week. So I kind of put everyone's names down, our talking points. It's very official. We make it official. Anyways, this is a little mini waffle maker. I'm really picky about what appliances I bring into my kitchen these days, and this is great because it's just a mini version, so you know, it doesn't take up too much room, but I still get the joy of waffles, which is sometimes a nice change of pace from pancakes. You're gonna go here. I'm just using a pretty basic waffle recipe. Waffle mix. Oh, look at how genius this measuring spoon set is. Not only are they magnetized together, so it makes it really easy to store, and you don't have to deal with one of those plastic rings or metal rings keeping them all together, so I can really only use the ones I need for the dish. But also it has 2 spoons. It's dual-ended for wet and dry ingredients. Isn't that genius? Innovation at its finest. Anyone who bakes knows that that's a big deal. I just measure with love. A lot of cinnamon, a little nutmeg, and a little ginger. Hi.
Do you want to see?
See what?
I still have to fix the Christmas tree. I'm gonna redo the ribbon, but
oh, it looks so good.
Here's the fireplace.
Oh, that tree looks so good there. Got exciting news last night.
What?
Engaged.
Oh, nice.
Telling her, I'm like, engagement and ring is really exciting, but like ultimately I'm just so happy that like she's found someone that seems like such a right fit for her. Wait, give me the tour. Woo! I ended up buying, since our last meeting, another share. That's probably my last full share buy until the end. I might do some fractional shares then with the rest. Lowest I went down is 3%. So, and the highest has also been like 3.5%. So very interesting to see that sometimes the safety stocks are sexy. You know? If I get to the end of the year winning this, I will have an ego so big. Okay, my groceries arrived, so let's do a little haul. Mushrooms, vegetable medley with peas, baby carrots, green beans, corn, and shelled edamame. Oh, what is it? Yep, it's pizza dough. I picked up not 1, but 3 cans of mushroom gravy because I haven't gotten this in a while, and my mom reminded me that she would use this to make a vegetarian shepherd's pie. So you do the mushroom gravy with black beans, carrots, peas, all those things, and the mashed potatoes on top. And it was one of my favorite things that she made when I lived with my parents. And I don't know why I haven't recreated it because I've done vegetable lasagna. So hopefully in this vlog I do that. We'll see, we'll see. But a future video, if not this video. Half and half cream that I'm gonna pair with the tomato paste for sauces. Bananas, unsalted butter in quarters for baking. Eggs, which we need to, what am I, 2 eggs. And I got some light rye bread just to keep in my freezer because I don't have any bread right now. Not a huge haul because I am planning on going home next weekend. So whenever I do that, I don't wanna buy a lot of produce or veggies that could go bad. Getting ready to do a FaceTime catch-up call with a friend of mine from Vancouver, Christy. Christy, if you're watching this, I'm prepping for our little chit chat. Christy and I went to U of T together, and we always reminisce about 4th year. I forget which one it was, what class it was. We had a few classes together that we love to vent about when we go down memory lane. So we're gonna do that catch up. I am gonna get a tea though ready. I've got a candle going, and to be honest, I am just feeling so annoyed with myself because I have a paid campaign deadline tomorrow. I shot the footage for the campaign days ago, like before my deadline, and I had given it a look over on the day of filming just to make sure I had said all the messaging correctly. But today, when I was just about to kind of put it in the file for it to be sent off, I noticed a small little error in the way that I communicated something that didn't align with the script. This isn't like this isn't for footage on my channels, it's for being used as an ad. So anyways, you have to follow the script, and I made the smallest boo-boo. And from my perspective as an editor, or as someone who edits regularly, I know it's not a big issue, but when you're dealing with brands, sometimes those little tiny things can be an issue, justifiably, because the whole thing is for me to follow the script. So I'm just like, oh, why did I do that? I have no time to fix this before the deadline. I might be able to fix part of it before the deadline tomorrow. I know I shouldn't be hard about myself on something like this. It's silly, but this is where the inner perfectionist, I have to say, you're being stupid. People make mistakes. This isn't a big error in the grand scheme of things, and all I can do is all I can do. I only have control over what I can get done tomorrow, if anything, and if not, I have to bring it to their attention and just see where the chips fall. Can we tell I strive to be a professional, very reliable? Jeez. Anyways, okay, I gotta get this tea going. Moral of the story here is this is a learning opportunity for me to not be tough on myself about something that really isn't that big of a deal. It's funny though, because I double, triple, quadruple check my footage, especially when it comes to branded stuff, all the time before sending it off, because I want to make sure I did everything right on my end. But I always feel like I'm doing it too much, like I'm overly cautious about it. And then something like this happens where I did so many checks, and then the final check is where I found something, and it just validates that I'm not crazy. You apparently have to check many times. I'm just a little bummed. But bummed I will be no longer. I'm having Forever Nuts as my tea of choice today from David's Tea. It's a pink tea. I'd show you, but I'd literally spill it all over the place. Let's show you. Pink. I don't think I ended up updating you guys yesterday because it was so chaotic, but spent my whole workday rushing around like a chicken with her head cut off because I was trying to fix the mistake that I had with that footage I was talking about the other night. I hate submitting work that I'm not proud of, and it was such a silly thing to fix, but I just needed to fix it. Thankfully, it seemed like the stars aligned for me because I didn't have any hiccups. Like, it was just, I needed a day where everything went so smooth, like not just smooth, but whew, you know, I couldn't handle any resistance at all, and I got that. I was able to hit my deadline, and I feel so much better about what I was able to send. But today is a fun day because my agency actually set up a little like event where we're going to this place called Other Ship, and at this location, I've never been there before, it's on Adelaide and Spadina. It's a sauna, cold bath. It's not like you just go into the sauna. From my understanding, there's a guided breathing aspect to it too. It's a class. And honestly, I almost canceled because my week is just so wild. But then I thought to myself, this is a new experience. I've been to a sauna before, but I've never gone to this location. I'm like, this is a great opportunity to go try something different, hang out with coworkers, you know, just have a pocket of me time before, well, in the midst of holiday prep chaos. That is the agenda for at least the next couple hours. I need to do a couple things before I leave. I also have to hydrate. They said like a liter of water before you go. So I'm trying to just shovel it down. I'm gonna go eat my breakfast now and we'll update you in a jiffy. Also, this robe that I'm wearing is from Amazon. I brought it with me to Portugal. It's a light thing to put on over pajamas or just around the apartment. Big fan, big fan. Link below. Currently cutting up some oranges to dehydrate in my air fryer pro. I'm gonna put them on this basket and kind of see how long they take. I'm gonna put them in for 6 hours. We'll see if that's enough. I'm trying to cut them as thin as possible. Some I'm doing better than others. You can kind of see through. I've got some thicker ones. I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I know you can do orange garland, but I think these could be potentially good for gift wrap ornaments. I haven't had an orange in so long, I'm realizing. It's not one of the fruits I think about when I'm at the grocery store. To be honest, it's not my favorite fruit because it's so messy. This instantly is taking me back to soccer because I feel like orange wedges were the go-to snack from parents. Here we go. We'll report back. While that is in the oven, I'll chit chat with you, although that's gonna be in the oven for 6 hours, so we're not gonna chit chat for 6 hours. Sorry. But yesterday's event at Other Ship ended up being so amazing. I'm really glad I went. Aside from the fact that the studio is just really beautiful. If you're in Toronto, I highly recommend going to check out their location there. Our instructor was just so good at guiding us through breath work throughout the sauna and the ice bath, which I ended up going into the ice bath twice for 2 minutes each, and it's pretty cold water. I think our water was set to 4 degrees. It ranges from 1 to 4 degrees. It was wild. I didn't think I was capable of doing something like that, and I really impressed myself. I have tried dipping myself into a cold pool once a couple years ago at Blue Mountain, but it was one of those like in-out situations, so I wasn't very optimistic, but I really proved my mental strength is better than I thought it was. So that was really cool. I'm glad that I did it twice too. It's always amazing not only seeing the people who work at my agency, but also the other creators are signed on with them. It was nice. It feels great to have that workplace vibe or that coworker vibe. I don't get to do that every day because I just work by myself, but everyone, even though not everyone there is creators, they all work in the industry, so we all kind of speak the same lingo and got to know each other better. It was great. Editor Caitlin here. I realized I wanted to add in a point to this discussion about going to the sauna and the cold bath. Another reason why I was so proud of myself for going to this event was, and just like a disclaimer, I am going to be just briefly touching on body image issues. So if that's not something that you feel great consuming, then just look at the timestamp. I'll let you know when this portion is done. But obviously going to the sauna and the ice bath requires you to be in a bathing suit, and I feel like even up until the point of my really early 20s, like not that long ago, I'm 25, I probably would have really hesitated on saying yes to something like this for that reason alone, for the fact that I'd have to be in a swimsuit. And I think when you have parts of your body that you're not so comfortable with, it can be intimidating and scary to feel like you're putting yourself on display and you're thinking about what other people will think when they look at you. And, you know, I think any of us who have had any sort of negative thought about our body can relate to that, especially in a setting like this where you're in a room with a lot of your equals. It can get in your head. You can really get in your head about it. I was really glad that when I
accepted that invite. It wasn't like the first concern that came to mind, like that wasn't part of the reason why I had considered not going leading up to it. It was more so my schedule. And then it was when I was getting ready the night before, because I was shaving, that I was like, oh yeah, I have to be in a bathing suit tomorrow. But it didn't bring up that fear and anxiety that it used to. And I don't know if that's me getting older and being more comfortable with those things about my body. Like one of the things that has always been a bit of a struggle for me is just my body shape. Like I carry more of my weight in my hips and my butt. But as I've gotten older, I've grown to see the positive things about it that I do love that it adds to me, or if it's more to do with the fact that I've just been a lot more active since 2020, more active than I ever have been, I guess, since I was a kid. Like there was a period, I feel like, in my teens and early 20s where I just wasn't super active, and just moving my body more makes me kinder to myself. So that was a great like forced reflection moment where I thought to myself, oh, there has been growth in this area, even though it is definitely still been something I have to actively work on. I feel like that's even reflected in my clothing choices over the last few years. I feel like I've been a little bit more comfortable wearing things that I just never would have worn before, like wearing bodysuits or tucking in my shirt so it shows off more of my hips, rather than like I feel like there was a period where I would try to hide more of it. I don't know. It's just making me ponder. And the fact that I had such a great time in the sauna and doing the cold bath, it just proves that, wow, what a shame that would have been if my brain would have gotten in the way of allowing me to have a fun experience. Because at the end of the day, no one's really focused on what I look like in a bathing suit. We're all there to enjoy the activity, and that like is applicable to life too. Like no one's as focused on you as you are. I don't know why I felt compelled to kind of share that element of the day, but there it is. If there's anything in that resonates, or that you have extra thoughts to add on to, then let me know in the comments, but I'll let you guys get back to camera Caitlin.
And later on in the evening, or I guess at night after dinner, I watched Stutz, which is the new Jonah Hill documentary on Netflix. And it's essentially a documentary that he did with his therapist. I was very skeptical going into it, but I actually found it very good. The psychiatrist, I think it's Philip Stutz. Let me find out. Phil Stutz. Psychiatrist Phil Stutz just had some really interesting pieces of wisdom and tools that he shares that are meant to help you kind of navigate obstacles in life. So I took notes while watching. I also enjoyed the fact that it was a conversation about mental health between two men as well. They were being very vulnerable with each other and open, and I think that's, I don't know, there's something refreshing to see about it. So if you're looking for a documentary to check out, consider that one. I've got some packages to open up though, so I'm gonna do that. This package here is from just like one of the most talented creators. I'm sure you guys know her because she is the queen of bullet journaling. Any guesses who I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. The wonderful, magnificent Amanda Rachley sent me her 2023 dated doodle planner. I'm gonna unwrap it. It is just so beautiful. Wow, look at that. Isn't that stunning? Comes in a variety of different colors. How to use your doodle planner. And this planner, if you don't know, is like a pre-designed bullet journal. As you can see here, the design for January's calendar is already done for you. You can customize it with colors, fill it in, or keep it blank. Habit tracker, mood tracker, the weeklies. Look at that. That's so beautiful. She does such a good job with these planners. I think this is her third one. So her third or fourth. Every month is a different theme. Beautiful little charm at the bottom. What a beautiful, beautiful planner. Definitely something worth checking out if you want to gift someone in your life something special in the stationery world. I'll have a link down below. And she also sent me her washi tapes. Look at those. She did this really cool wavy pattern this year that I'm obsessed with. So thank you so much, Amanda. I love it when creative people just like do amazing things. It's so inspiring to see. This other package is sent to me from Moft. They sent me a 3-in-1 carry sleeve for my laptop. They sent me the Snap phone stand and wallet, another 3-in-1. And they also sent me a phone case. Oh, this is fantastic. The case works with this. Perfect. I feel like the stand for the phone would be really helpful for, oh my gosh. Wait a second, I wasn't expecting it to be purple. That's beautiful. But I feel like a stand like this is really helpful when FaceTiming. Okay, how does this work though? Oh, oh. Oh, okay, I'm catching what you're putting down. Yes. Oh, this is perfect. FaceTimes are about to get crazy. The sleeve is gonna be really helpful too when I work at coffee shops because I have a tilt, but it's not mobile. Mobile. It's not easy to take with me. This is much easier to take with me. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys this new addition to the holiday decor. I picked up this stocking from HomeSense and I absolutely adore it. It has this green stitching on it. It reminds me of something that you would buy at Anthropologie, but this was the Martha Stewart line. I cannot find it online for the life of me, but it was only $16 and I think it's such a good tie together moment for this corner. I had been looking for a new stocking too because my previous red wine, which was kind of like a quilted material, was coming apart, but big fan. Look at how this looks now from this angle. Maybe this is not exciting to you, but it is thrilling to me, and I love all the different animals and hidden things found on it. I feel like, again, it's one of those items that every time you look at it, you can find or discover something new about it, which is kind of what I like about my tree and my village. I just want visual interest. And I feel like even this area looks so much cleaner too without having stockings right there. Less cluttery, even though, I mean, this is kind of, it's full. There's a clutter aspect to it, but I think this makes it more balanced. Oh, can we also laugh about the fact that I have a tell me to take my museum every day, or my magnesium, did I say it right? My magnesium every day, and instead of saying magnesium she says museum, and I have yet to change it because I just think it's so funny when she tells me to take my museum.
This is a reminder. Take my museum. This is a reminder. Take my museum. Museum.
You heard it here first, folks. Take your museum. Bye, guys.
Take my museum.